So today's video is inspired by all of the things I have received or someone has said to me or sent to me something in the last 2 years, whether it be like a piece of jewelry that I'm wearing today, a small little gift, a small little token, all the way down to these handwritten messages or cards because I have kept them all. I've kept them all in this wonderful box right here. And so I just want to go through them really quickly and then show you some of the ideas I came up with about like, how can I show my love and support for somebody going through something similar? So here we go. I've gotten so many pieces of jewelry. That's where I'll start. I wish I could wear it all at once. I've gotten several necklaces. This one is from my mom. It's called, and it had like a message like bent not broken. And there's some really cool, if you just look up bent not broken message, there are some really cool things that go along with that. I've gotten a pineapple necklace from a friend. I've gotten lots of jewelry from my sister-in-law, like this ring with the 2 little angel wings for our 2 miscarriages. I got a rainbow ring when we got pregnant the second time. I've gotten honestly like baby things, which I still appreciate. But I want to share my favorite thing. As small as it is, after our second miscarriage, a mystery person sent me this in the mail, this keychain, and I use it every single day, and I absolutely love it, and I still don't know who it's from. So if you're watching, and you're snickering probably, I just want to say thank you. I thought that was cool. That one just really touched me, that I have no idea who you are, but you sent me a rainbow keychain that had like a little message about, you know, after the storm comes a rainbow or something along those lines, and I just love it. I think that's really cool that you didn't really have to have a name attached to it. Anyway, let me get into the ideas that I have for you. So if you are sitting there and you're thinking of a loved one going through the infertility process, wherever they are at, and you're like, I want to show them my love or support, here are some token or gift ideas, but we don't need gifts. We honestly just need sometimes a shoulder to lean on, or a hug. Or just someone to say like, we're rooting for you and we're thinking of you. But here are my ideas. So for people trying to conceive, I didn't know this, but like pineapples are like the symbol for trying to conceive, like staying strong. So pineapple stuff in general, even like getting someone a pineapple and like putting like your own little cute like message with it, I think could be funny and kind of cool. There are also a lot of like myths along with pineapples. For example, you're supposed to like eat the core of a pineapple before your IVF transfer. Just pineapples have like a lot of connection to women trying to conceive, especially for people going through loss or like maybe a miscarriage, or they're hoping for that rainbow baby, would be rainbow themed stuff. I have rainbow jewelry. I've got that rainbow keychain. I've got rainbow t-shirts, sweatshirts, you name it. I've probably got it. So rainbow themed stuff is also a good idea. For people going through IVF specifically, this one kind of hits home, and I care a lot about this one because IVF is really, really hard. A lot of people who have been watching my videos have said like, you are so positive and enthusiastic, and I just appreciate that, and it's inspiring to me. And that makes me happy. That's the goal of these videos, but it's not always me smiling through the pain. IVF is just really, really, really hard. And there are days where, you know, of course you're going to show up smiling, but you were just crying in the bathroom like a half hour ago. And so this is the one that I have the most ideas about. Anyway, one way you could show your support for someone going through IVF is if you are a nurse and you are experienced, you could offer to do their shots for them. I've had lots of people offer to do our shots, and I appreciate it so, so much because when we got to there are subcutaneous shots and then intermuscular shots, and the intermuscular go in your butt, and I knew there's no way I can literally jab myself in the needle in my butt. So the idea of Paul having to do that really terrified me. Don't worry, he learned, he got better. It was a little painful and traumatic, but we're still married. Anyway, the people that were willing to come over and do that for us and help us with our shots, that was the biggest gift of all. Like, it was such a relief to have like a nurse or someone who actually knows what they're doing give me my shots. So if you can offer up that to someone going through IVF, that's huge, and we appreciate that so much. Just send them like uplifting and inspiring messages, because like I said, on some of the bad days, just to read those messages or those cards, like it can really help. If you look up like IVF related like gifts, you'll see a lot of like baby dust things or themes, and that's kind of like a saying between the IVF women of the world is like, we'll say like, oh, we're sending you baby dust today, essentially like good dust, like we're sending you really good vibes, like all the baby dust. So you could look up baby dust themed gifts. Another idea is like, it's really stressful, so anything that reduces stress, like a massage or a chat or a vent session, whatever you can offer up. And then what I want to end on is for those who are finally expecting, those who maybe have had their struggles and are now finally at that moment where they can say and share with everyone that they're expecting. I have found 2 really amazing books that I bought for myself, but right, we treat yourself, that are really, really cool. So I can't share all of this with you. I can't read you the book, copyright, right? But I want to share with you the titles and the author and then read you a little bit and just explain them so that if you know someone who is expecting, you can maybe go out and buy them these books. So the first one is called You're My Dream Come True, and it's written by Jean Fisher. Let's just read a few pages. Okay, so first page, let's snuggle up while I tell you about my special dream come true. I prayed to God one little prayer. Is there a child for me somewhere? Dearest God in heaven above, please send someone for me to love. And so it's like the idea of like this mama bear, like praying to God for someone to love. And she's praying and hoping for a child. And then, while he chose you, little one, to be my daughter or my son, I counted months until I'd see if a boy or girl you'd be. And then like the pages just go through like the mother like preparing for this child because it's her dream come true. So I love it. You filled me up with joy and pride, more love than I could hold inside. I held you tight, I cuddled you, I finally had my dream come true. Love that book. So I think that's a really good option. Another option that I found is called The Wonder That Is You, and it's written by Glennis Nellist, I think. This one really, you'll get the gist in the very first page, so I won't read you that much. But page 1. It felt as if the world stood still the day my dream came true, and all creation paused to see the wonder that is you. So again, kind of like your dream come true and the world stops and stands still while they admire the wonder that is the child that you finally created. And it just goes through pretty much verse by verse saying how wonderful that baby is. Both really melt my heart. I think I like teared up in the Isle of Ollies while I was picking these out. But I hope those ideas are helpful. I've had lots of people ask me like, what should I do if I know someone going through this? And honestly, it's not even just people going through IVF or infertility. I hope those ideas help, but just for anyone in general going through anything, I tell my students all the time, like, you never know what that person is facing that day, so treat everyone with kindness. You could be the most positive part of that person's day. So I hope that helps. Thank you for just thinking of all of us who are going through this process, and honestly, all we need is your love and support. Maybe your prayers, your positive vibes, and that's usually enough. So, I hope that helps, and thanks for following along on this journey. As always, stay awesome.